Hi everybody, welcome to the latest episode of Checking Boxes with Caldwell's Comics and Cars. This is the channel where we go through my inventory box by box, show you what we've got, let you know it's available. If you're interested, let me know in the comments down below or shoot me an email at the Gmail address. We continue on with our what used to be convention stock. Only 3 more boxes to go and we'll be done with that. And then we'll just start grabbing boxes at random, seeing what we've got. These are like haul videos, except you can purchase anything you see. So anyway, let's dive in. Continuing on with the X-Men titles, we've got Classic X-Men 31, 37, 41. We get into the nice Mike Mignola covers. 64, 69. Then we get Adam Hughes covers. 74. And we're back to what looks like Kerry Gamble. 86. We've got Contest of Chaos, X-Men #1. X-Men Curse of the Man-Thing #1. X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday #2. Deadly Genesis #2, Silvestri. 3. 5. And 6. Those are all Silvestri covers. X-Men the early years. These are just reprints of the early X-Men with nice Tim Sale covers. X-Men Earthfall, representing the classic Brood epic. Terrible cover. X-Men The End, Dreamers and Demons, Book 1. Nice Greg Land cover. #2, 3. Book 2 of Heroes and Martyrs. #1, excuse me, Greg Land. 2 and 5. X-Men versus the Fantastic Four. #3. God, I love these covers. X-Men First Class #1. I'm not even sure who this artist is, but just beautiful. #4. And #8. X-Men First Class. I think that's a different volume. Yeah. Well, same price, $2.99. I don't know if that's the same volume or not, guys, but I don't think so. X-Men First reprint book. Another Tim Sale cover. X-Men Forever #9. Nice Tom Grummett cover. #10. 14. 15. 18. Yeah, I always like Tom Grummett. 19. 20. 21. Excuse me. X-Men Forever Giant Size #1. It's a Mike Grell cover. X-Men Forever 2, number 4. X-Men Gold, number 12. 13. That's either Arthur Adams or Nick Bradshaw doing his Arthur Adams thing. 31, looks like Phil Noto. Looks like, yeah, it's signed. Speaking of Arthur Adams, Heroes for Hope. All proceeds go to famine relief in Africa. This is a pretty interesting book. Every page or two is done by a different artist. I mean, all of the giants in the industry. I think Neil Adams, Michael Golden, a lot of phenomenal artists contributed, and writers too. X-Men The Hidden Years. This was John Byrne filling in the gap between X-Men. When did it start to become reprints? Somewhere around 70 through 94. That's what The Hidden Years indicates. Same thing he did with Spider-Man Chapter 1. That's number 7. We've got the official index to the X-Men. Number 5. X-Men Liberators. Number 1, Jimenez. X-Men Lost Tales, number 1. Beautiful Kevin Nolan cover. And I think this collects the backup stories from classic X-Men, but I could be wrong. It says from the hallowed Marvel Vault. 4 offbeat mutant adventures. Yeah, I don't think, maybe I'm wrong. X-Men Mangaverse, number 1. X-Men Manga, number 1. 5, 7, 8. The Marvel X-Men collection. This is the, basically they just reprinted Jim Lee's card sketches and blew them up to full-size pages. You can tell just by looking at this that it was enlarged from a, he actually drew the cards that size, and Marvel just saw a way to make some extra money, so they printed them as full page size, and it's just, you can see the lack of detail because he drew this size and they blew it up to this size, and you're just not going to get the detail. It's hard to explain for me, but trust me, that's what they did. X-Men Millennial Visions. Not sure what this is. Again, that's, yep, that is Arthur Adams, not Nick Bradshaw. Okay. X-Men the movie, prequel. Wolverine. This is a prestige format, square bound. Let me jump to New X-Men 154, Silvestri. New X-Men 34, different volume. PM. Not sure who that is. X-Men Phoenix Warsaw, Silvestri. Wow. Beautiful Mike Mayhew cover on X-Men Origins. Jean Grey, and apparently he did the entire book. Nice. That is beautiful. X-Men Prime, the beautiful Hitch foil wraparound cover. Great artist. Professor Xavier and the X-Men. This is an all-ages book. 99 cents. They were trying to keep the price down for young readers to get into the industry. 16, 18. I always loved this cover. Very definitely John Byrne influenced. We got an X-Men Red number 6. Oh, that's Travis Charest. Very nice. X-Men Ronin number 1. probably going to take a lot of flack for saying this, but I just cannot get into manga. Don't understand it at all. Does not appeal to me. Tried. Secret Invasion X-Men #1 with a beautiful Dodson cover. Special Edition X-Men #1, Cockrum cover. I think this reprints X-Men 94. X-Men Spotlight on the Starjammers 1 and 2 with Dave Cockrum covers. I don't know if they connect or... No, I think they're wraparound covers. You know, I'm not really sure if this is new material or reprints, guys. Sorry, I used to know, but I don't anymore. X-Men, The Times and Life of Lucas Bishop. I believe that's Ariel Olivetti. X-Men, To Serve and Protect. Don't recognize that SIG. Kind of looks like Michael Turner a little bit. X-Men, True Friends. The great Rick Leonardi. That's issue 1, 2, missing the 3rd issue for the set. Ultimate X-Men #13. Kubert. 14, 16, 28, nice Dave Finch. 40, also Finch. Then we jump to Uncanny X-Men. The -1 this is by Ladron. If you guys remember, I talked about him in a prior video. Probably the best example of a Kirby influenced artist. He does, I think, the best job of drawing like Jack Kirby, but infusing enough of his own style to make it original. Which a lot of the guys did it early on at Marvel. I mean, that's how Steranko started. That's how Barry Smith started. And as they got more and more confident, more and more fans, they were able to start drawing more and more, easing into their own style. But they were pretty much all told to draw like Jack to begin with, the Marvel House style. Okay, here we go. 113. Beautiful Byrne cover. This is some of the best comics ever. The Claremont Byrne and Austin X-Men. 114. 116. 118. And again, I think I mentioned this in a prior video too. I do not understand why they would not let John Byrne do these covers. This is Cockrum and Austin. The first 3 were Byrne, but most of them are not. This is another Cockrum cover. 119. 124. 127. That's Byrne. That's Cockrum. 129. This is the facsimile. Got 2 copies of that. 134. 143. Byrne's last issue. I can say that's a Terry Austin cover. 142 was a Terry Austin cover also. I know it had nothing to do with time because John Byrne is incredibly fast, so they just didn't like his covers for some reason. 144, this is when Brent Anderson took over for a little bit, and then they brought Cockrum back. Yep, this is Cockrum. 145. 146. 147. 148. 2 copies. Actually, 3 copies. 149. We've got 2 of those. Again, I'm sure I've mentioned this before, but I'm not a Dave Cockrum fan at all. He's all right. But 150, we've got 2 of those. Yep. One in really nice shape, one in not very nice shape at all. 151, I've got a few of. 1, 2, 3, 4 copies. 1 newsstand, 3 direct. This was, I think James Sherman did this issue. That's a Cockrum cover, but I'm pretty sure Jim Sherman did the interior on this one. 152, Bob McLeod, 2 of those. 153. And the final stack, we finish this box off here, guys. 154, we've got 2 of those. 56, we've also got 2. Getting ready for X-Men to finally show up in the MCU. These books are gonna, well, who knows these days? I mean, it used to be that stuff had such a huge effect on prices, but I don't know if it does very much at all anymore, but we'll see. 157, 158, we've got 1 copy. 159, Sienkiewicz, and I believe he also did the interior. 160, Brent Anderson, 2 copies. 161, I think this is the origin of Magneto. 162, we've got a direct and a newsstand. 163, 164, first binary. 165, first Brood and Paul Smith, I believe. Well, I'm not sure about the Brood. I know it's the first Paul Smith, who had a pretty good run on X-Men until Romita Jr. took over. So there you go. Another box in the can. As always, we appreciate your time. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you haven't already, please like or subscribe. We appreciate it. It does help the channel. Thank you so much.